Hi everyone, I'm Ryan, welcome back to the garage. Firstly, I just want to say thank you very much for all the comments and suggestions as to why this thing still sounds rattly. This week I'm just going to try and rule them all out. So I'm just going to systematically take the tank, take the rocker cover off, check the cam, check the exhaust, check the valves, just see if we can identify anything. So really do appreciate that, and please do continue to like and subscribe to this channel. Many of you watching this I see aren't subscribers, and it really would help me greatly if you just click that subscribe button. With that said though, I'm going to get straight into it. Okay, so I've taken the rocker cover off, and actually the very first thing I've looked at looks not right to me. So this cam chain here, I've got movement on. Look, that I'm sure should not be possible. You see that? It's difficult. Let me get some light. So can you see this cam chain down here? Move you around a bit maybe. That there, that, I'm sure I shouldn't have that much movement on that. So that is clearly not right, in my mind. So let me try adjusting it again using the adjusters, and see what happens. So that was interesting. This lock nut here for the cam chain, I'd slackened it off and the bolt had come out like that, and it appeared to make no difference to the chain. Although what I did is I pushed that slackened bolt inwards like this, and as I did that, the chain now appears noticeably tighter. That was loose before and it's not now. So let me try tightening that lock nut up and see if that's adjusted it. Maybe my adjuster was stuck. Possible. Well, I've now spun the engine round several times and that chain is definitely much tighter than it was before. So I think that was it. I think my adjuster was stuck, and even though I was undoing it, it wasn't moving down. It just needed a little bit more encouragement, and by doing that I think the adjustment has now been taken out of the chain. Okay, whilst I'm here I'm just going to go through checking all the valve clearances, because it seems silly not to whilst the cover's off. So let me get onto that now. So I'm just going to try and check the exhaust port first. So to begin with, it's on top dead center, and now with that in place, feeler gauges is set to 0.16 mil, and that feels to me slightly, yeah, that's too loose. Not a huge amount, but it is too loose, so I'm going to adjust that. There you go. So that's crimped the gauge. There we go. That is now just about sliding. So I can feel it. Yeah, so I can feel that just dragging on the feeler gauge now. So that's where I want to lock it off. So now I take my 10 mil, which is just that. So I hold that in place. And check that now. Yeah, there's drag. It's touching. That is now set correctly. Okay. And now, with the same feeler gauge, I'm going to rotate the engine through 1 revolution. That's now on TDC. And now I can check this one on this side. And I've just checked now, I've got 1.2 mil of clearance on the inlets, and that is perfect. I've got drag, I can just about get these under, I can fill the drag, so I'm happy with the inlets. So it was just the exhausts that were very slightly loose, but they're good. So excellent, I've checked all those. I think it's probably time now to put the cover back on, see what happens. Okay, so with the rocker cover back on and done up, not too tight because you don't want to over tighten that, just enough to nip this, as I understand it. So these exhausts, I'm just trying to check them, and I'm feeling around the clamps and they feel like they're clamping on okay. And if I just, I mean, that's tight, and do this one as well, I mean, they're both tight. There's no, I mean, that to me feels like that's clamping. I can't see anything obvious, I can't feel anything obvious. Don't know, let's check the other side. So again, feeling around, feels like it's in the right position. Let's check the tightness of the bolts. Okay, alright. That one can be done up tighter. It's interesting. Oh, actually, did I slacken these off the other day when I was having to move this exhaust out? I bet I did. I need a socket on that. Okay, alright, that's tightened up a little. Feels pretty damn secure. We'll give that another test. Fuel onto, unless we see, is that up or down? I can't see. Right then, so in the words of Musty One, for shits and giggles, let's see if it's going to start. Let's put the fuel onto reserve. Okay, I can see the fuel flowing into the carbs. That seems to have stopped. Okay. So a bit of choke. And it's stone cold. That's a different bike. That was it. Oh, she sounds great. Okay, don't care it stopped. That sounds a totally different bike. So that was it. It was my chain, it was my cam chain adjustment was stuck. So even though I was trying to follow the instructions, I was slackening it off, it wasn't taking up the adjustment. It needed that little bit more push, just a bit more encouragement, then it's taken up the adjustment. So that cam chain has been loose. Fantastic. Excellent. So much better. So if you're watching last week's, you would have seen I tried just putting clear lacquer on the cracks, and it's now hardened, and I think it's filled the cracks. I mean, you can still clearly see where I've done it, but I'm going to try and just rub that back now and see what sort of finish I ultimately get. I think, I don't know, I'm vaguely optimistic about it. Let's see what happens. Also taking a look at the indicators, that's something else I'm going to need. This is what's come with it. I have no idea what is going to be underneath this very old, oh dear. There. Okay, not sure that's good. So, not a huge amount left of that indicator then. Not sure that's going to be savable. The other one's a little better in the fact that it's a hole indicator. Looks knackered, and that's clearly been snapped out. Don't think there's going to be a lot I can do with these. Anyway, still need to test the wiring. Well, even though they're beyond saving, this one, which is a complete body, works, and this one doesn't, but it's got a complete lens and that's got a smashed lens. So I'm at least going to make one complete indicator, even if I may not use it myself. Okay, don't have a use for it now myself because I've got one indicator out of 4, but that is a now potentially serviceable right indicator. Anyway, I'll put it in the stash. Okay, well, I've got some other indicators that came off of another bike some years ago. Let's see if the wiring is at least going to work. I'll stuff that in there. Turn the indicator on. And we'll try just touching that on these, see if which one works, if anything. Nothing. Try that one. Oh! Hey! Okay, so we've got a working flasher unit and the electrics in. Right, let's try changing the indicator to the other side and try that one. Excellent. That's a start anyway. Okay, well, these electrics here for the indicators at least work, so I've stuck some bullets on them. I've got some other indicators, as I said, from another bike. I don't fancy putting these on, even though I could make them fit. So I'm not going to do that. So I think I'll just try and check the electrics at the front of the bike, and if that works, until I can source some indicators, I'll leave that alone. Okay, quick indicator test, just with some mocked up indicators. Yep. Perfect. Cool. Not the right ones, but proven they work. So my tank's looking a bit of a mess at the moment. However, you know, I'm just trying things, experimenting. I've pretty much resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to have to strip this back and probably repaint it in the next month or two. Make sure I use some 2K lacquer, and hopefully I won't have the same problems with it cracking, because before it cracked I was quite happy with it. Well, time's marching on, it's getting late, that's all I've got time for today. I am happy. I really don't know how well it's going to come across on the microphone, because I struggle to record those sounds properly, but believe me, this engine sounds completely different from the way it did before I managed to finally adjust that cam chain. So I'm really pleased with that. It's so much better. Equally, I'm happy that the indicator, all the wiring, the flashers, the switches, that all works. I just need to source some good indicators now and fit them, and then that's another thing ticked off the list. So I'm really happy. Please subscribe, support me in any way you can. Really appreciate all your comments. And really, again, it's only been through your persistence that there must be something wrong with the cam chain that I've tested it again, feeling confident I'd already adjusted it. So thanks so very much for that. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.